What is up, you legends? My name is BlindedMarksman, and today we are looking at some Paragon gameplay. So, for those who don't know, on the last weekend of January, Epic Games flew me out to Raleigh, North Carolina, to get some hands-on time with their new mobile game, Paragon. So, for those who want to see how my time was at Epic Games, I'll leave a link in the description below to my previous video, basically just summing up my experience there at Raleigh, North Carolina, and my time with Epic Games. But full disclosure, the gameplay you watch in the background isn't my own. It's actually captured from the competitive team up at Epics. They were gracious enough to send me some video content to do a voiceover and give my initial impressions, which honestly is quite a good thing because if I did use my gameplay, you would saw a lot of deaths and a lot of time of just me waiting to spawn in. But moving on, let's talk about the things I liked about Paragon. So visually, this game looks beautiful. It's running on the Unreal Engine 4, and quite honestly, this looks nothing like an alpha build. Paragon looks better than most games that are out right now. And while it stays true to most MOBAs like League of Legends, Dota, and Heroes of the Storm, Paragon separates themselves with a faster paced gameplay that puts you closer to the action. Paragon's over-the-shoulder third-person view feels and looks very similar to Gears of War. But let's not get it confused. Paragon isn't your third-person shooter with mobile mechanics. It's a mobile game through and through. Now, the hero that I used was Twin Blast. He reminded me a lot of Dante from Devil May Cry, dual-wielding his pistols. And personally, it was the closest to a shooter character that I could find. And for those who've been following my channel, primarily play FPS, so you'll see me upload a lot of Destiny and Call of Duty and Halo and so on and so forth. But definitely Twin Blast was the closest that I could find to my comfort zone of playing a shooter. Now the first thing you'll probably notice is the scale of the map. Agora, which is the only map currently available, mirrors traditional mobile maps with 3 lanes, 2 towers, an inhibitor for each side, and the jungle that sits between the 3 lanes. Now what separates Paragon from other top-down 2D MOBAs is the verticality of Agora. You could drop down to the jungle and flank, or scale the heights to shoot down on your enemy. It makes you think of how you want to encounter each fight. Now every hero can be customized by building a deck of up to 40 cards prior to the match starting. Each and every card can be either a passive ability like a damage multiplier or active abilities such as health potion, which all can be equipped during the match. So basically this gives you the tool to create any hero to your playing style or to the style of each hero. For me, I was told by one of the developers to max out my damage with Twin Blast, so any 1v1 engagements can be to my full advantage. You unlock cards by playing the game. So the more you play, the more you unlock. And you can mix and match the cards to a particular hero. After you deck out your cards and playing the game, you can level up your hero's abilities that are mapped to your PS4 controller buttons or a mouse and keyboards if you're playing on a PC. Now as you continue to level up, you decide which abilities you want to level up with you. So should I level up my basic attack or something else that might help me later on in the fight? Now, Epic stressed that Paragon will not be paid to win. Now, I can't get into specifics because of NDAs, but rest assured that Paragon will have an even playing field when it's released. Now, the things I didn't like, and it wasn't much, it was just 2 things that really stood out to me. One was the minimap. Now, the minimap needs a lot of work. At current state, the minimap is very vague on giving information, such as where you're at and who's around you. Now since this is an alpha build, I'm pretty sure that the Epic team will revamp and tweak the minimap. Now the other thing I wasn't too crazy about was escaping gunfights. Now Paragon's movement speed has been the high topic during the playtest, and many felt that the heroes moved way too slow. And personally, I didn't mind the speed of the combat, but what I didn't like was how long it took to disengage a firefight. Now I believe you had to hold down square or triangle on the PS4 controller to start a run boost, which took more than a few seconds to activate. Now Epic didn't want the combat to be like a typical shooter where you can engage and disengage as freely as you like. But the downfall is that once you get hit while you're activating your run boost, you A, lose your boost, and B, you stay stunned and get hit pretty hard without much of defense. But overall, Paragon is looking to be a pretty solid game. Since this is an alpha build, what I played may or may not make it to the end product. But I'm hoping when the game is released that there will be more than just a basic tutorial of, you know, not only how Paragon works, but also how mobile works, to draw in the newcomers to the mobile community. Now Paragon is free to play. It's going to be released on PC and PS4 with early access in spring and with open beta in the summer of this year. Now I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you feel like it's worth one. Comment, let me know what you guys think about Paragon. If you have any questions, maybe something I overlooked, leave in a comment below and I'll try my best to answer it. And subscribe if you haven't already. It'll definitely help my channel grow, and you know, it'll make sure you won't miss it if any any of my upcoming content. But again, thanks for watching the video, and until next time, guys. Cheers.
Mega Street.